Welcome back to an adrenaline-infused world of ATG Sports Plus. I'm Tsukinosuke, and joining me today is Zach Haiku. We're thrilled to bring you a recap of the latest sports events.
Absolutely, Suki. Kicking things off with the SRL Premier Stocks, we saw Luke Carmona clinch a thrilling victory, adding yet another feather to his racing cap.
From the roaring engines to the MMA octagon, Cam Ricci triumphed over Star Orion, finishing the fight with a stunning knockout.
And we'd be remiss to not mention the pedaling power in the World Bicycle Day Race, where Nicole Dallas crossed the finish line first, claiming the checkered flag for herself.
Stay right where you are, sports fans. ATG Sports Plus has all the thrilling updates and sports action you crave. Keep it tuned right here.
What a race we had on May 28th at Charlotte. Big congrats to number 6 Luke Carmona, who snagged the win.
Indeed, Zach, an incredible performance by Carmona. Aaron Robbins didn't make it easy, though, finishing right behind him in second place.
That's right, Suki. And let's not forget Donovan Michalski, who completed the podium, coming in third.
Morticia Velada and R.D. Logan rounded out the top 5. Following them were Marcus West, Christina Cartal, Romeo Highwater, Piper Barrow, and Franco in that order.
Speaking of Highwater, he was indeed the standout rookie of the race. Now let's talk about the race's starting lineup, where Carmona shined again.
Absolutely, Zach. He started from pole, and Robbins had the fastest lap of the race.
Results are in as of May 29th. Robbins leads the point tally with 309, Morticia Velada follows in second with 298 points, and Michalski is holding on to the third spot with 280 points.
Marcus West is in fourth place with 234 points, followed by Taylor Eralo and Luke Carmona. RB Logan, Christina Cartal, and Becky Alker are in 7th, 8th, and 9th place, respectively.
Rounding up the top 10 is Maiden Canada.
That's all from this race. Stay tuned for more updates from the SRL Premier Stocks.
Hello there, fight fans. This Saturday, June 3rd, we saw a riveting challenge unfold at the MGM Grand Arena for the GWFC MMA event.
That's right, Zach. Star Orion has stepped up to the plate, accepting the daring call-out challenge from the Cam Oh Boy Ricci.
Yes, Suki, and it's Cam Oh Boy Ricci who clinched another victory. He delivered a knockout blow deep in the second round, flooring Star Orion.
Both fighters really did put on quite a show, Zach. They gave it their all, but in this brutal sport, only one could take home the win. Today, it was Cam Oh Boy Ricci's day.
Indeed, Suki. Star Orion put up a solid fight, but unfortunately couldn't hold his ground against Ricci's onslaught. Every fight is a lesson, though, so we're excited to see how Orion will bounce back in the future. Welcome, wrestling fans, to another action-packed week in the Second Life universe. Mark your calendars as the wrestling stars from around the globe are ready to take the virtual stage.
That's right, Zach. We kick off with the OEW Ascension this Sunday at 10 a.m. SLT at Tekenda Bay. The fierce Jenny Mulkey will be taking on the face of lace, Nina Prater. It's a clash you won't want to miss.
Sunday doesn't stop there. We move on to Rise at Casa de las Sirenas at 1 p.m. Second Lifetime, where Zachary Aquilius and Christian Casanova square off against Axel Santiago and Adam Onyx. Plus, we have Karina Calavery and Gideon joining the fray.
We round out the day with PWGP's Dream at Satana Arena at 4 p.m. SLT, and UFW's Frontline at Verzona at 7 p.m. SLT. Monday brings us a Premier Wrestling's Attitude at the Vitality Arena at 1 p.m. SLT, and UFW Unbroken at Verzona at 5 p.m. SLT.
Fast forward to Tuesday, we have BCW's Battle Zone at the Old Mill at 3 p.m. Second Lifetime. followed by Honor Pro Wrestling's Infinity at Evergarden Civic Center at 6 p.m. Second Life time. Then Wednesday serves up more action with Rise at the Goha Arena at 1 p.m. Second Life time and Valiant Wrestling Flashpoint at the Surge Stadium at 6 p.m. Second Life time.
Thursday keeps the excitement alive with the Premier Wrestling's Overload at Vitality Arena at 1 p.m. SLT. PCW Chaos at the Pemberley Theatre at 4 p.m. SLT. And then we switch gears from DAW Amplify playing out at Tune Music Lounge at 6 p.m. SLT.
Friday sees DCWF Slam City at 2 p.m. Second Life time, VWE Defiance at the Capital City Arena at 6 p.m. Second Life time, UFW Nightfall at Farzona, and Elite Angel Wrestling at Sacred Island, both at 8 p.m. Second Life time.
And to wrap it up, Saturday brings PWGP Rise at Saitama Arena at 12 p.m. SLT. Premier Unplugged at Unicorn Garden at 1 p.m. SLT. And WPWF Asylum at Sky High Arena at 6 p.m. SLT. Prepare for a roller coaster week as our best virtual wrestlers battle it out in Second Life.
Last week, Second Life's wrestling scene was nothing short of a tempest, folks. Unforgettable moments, edge of your seat matches. It was a feast of thrills from start to finish across multiple franchises.
It was, Zach. The best virtual wrestling world put up a magnificent spectacle. They held the audiences spellbound, keeping screens radiating with suspense and fascination with their top-notch performances throughout the week.
Absolutely, Suki. And who could forget those unexpected twists and shocking outcomes? Those moments added an extra dash of drama and thrills to the matches, didn't they?
You're spot on, Zach. The virtual wrestling universe was simply electrifying with all that happened last week.
And folks, it's time now to plunge into an all-encompassing recap of the heart-thumping action from the previous week.
That's right, Zach. So hold on tight, everyone. We're about to take a trip down memory lane, revisiting some of the most unforgettable moments from the exciting world of virtual wrestling.
Ladies and gents, let's dive into the Women's Professional Wrestling Federation event on June 3rd. It was a night packed with action, starting with General Manager Austin Knight taking center stage.
Right you are, Zach. Austin addressed the ongoing tension involving Carmelita, Soledad, and Abigail. Following last week's interference by Carmelita, he ordered that Carmelita and Soledad keep their heads off each other and booked a rematch between Carmelita and Abigail.
This was just what Abigail had been itching for, and Carmelita, eager for a brawl, made it official for that very night.
And what a showdown it was! The first match saw Abigail Cronvis score victory over Carmelita Marcel, finally getting her payback for Carmelita's meddling previous match.
Moving on to the second match, Leah the Doll Duffield triumphed over Kimberly Smith, taking round 2 of their 5-match series.
After the match, the focus shifted to honoring Papa Bear Moonweaver, the late real-life husband to the fellow WPWF wrestler Mama T. A moment of silence was observed, a touching tribute indeed.
The drama escalated in match 3. Soledad versus Cassidy Sink Novella ended abruptly in a disqualification win for Cassidy due to another interference by Carmelita, this time surprisingly attacking Cassidy.
But Abigail, who was present at ringside, stepped in to save Cassidy. This led to Austin Knight taking action yet again, and he booked a tag team match, the Cyberneer versus Carmelita, who was forced to team up with Soledad.
On to match 4, the Vicious Vixens, Mazra Baxton and Foxy Beth Ann, faced off against Kenya Scarlata and Vena the Kraken Guptiuda. The winner would get the number 1 contendership for the WPWF Tag Team Championship.
And with the reigning champs Shimmer watching from the sidelines, it was Foxy Beth Ann who eventually secured the victory and the contendership for the Vicious Vixens. Post-match saw a tense face-off between the Vixens and Shimmer, though it stayed non-violent.
Finally, our main event of the night, a triple threat match with Maya Haraya facing off against veterans Lady Death and Brooke Owens.
It was an intense battle with each woman trying to assert her dominance, but it was Maya who played her cards right, walking away victorious from the grueling match. And what a night for the Siren from the Zabatsu.
This past Monday's Memorial Day edition of FWF Blood was nothing short of spectacular. The evening kicked off with a stirring performance of Battle Hymn of the Republic by FWF's very own CEO, Maynard von Schnauzer.
Absolutely, Zach. And the excitement only grew from there. The first match saw Jake Longley take on Leonzo Glacius. Despite Longley's commendable effort, Glacius was the one who emerged victorious.
The second face-off of the night was between the royally fierce Sandy Bitch and the towering pocket kaiju Jigsaw. Bitch gave it her all in an attempt to bring down the giant shark.
She certainly did, Zach, but ultimately it was Jigsaw's crushing ocean suplex that secured the victory, effectively taming the wild feline.
The main event of the night was truly one for the books. A tag team showdown had the duo of Vishka and Metz squaring off against Rocky Star Striker and the returning Darren Blue, who turned up in full patriotic colors for the holiday.
It was an evenly matched fight, with neither team taking a clear lead, but in the end, it was Star Striker who managed to pin Metz, securing the victory for his team. What a way to wrap up the Memorial Day edition of FWF Blood.
The wrestling scene this past week was a roller coaster of thrilling displays, one sensational spectacle after another. It's not surprising that everyone's on the edge of their seats for what the coming week has in store.
That's right, Zach. With more adrenaline-pumping moments, remarkable matches on the horizon. It's definitely going to be a week to watch.
Absolutely, Suki. We'll be right here, tracking every electrifying twist and turn of this ongoing narrative.
So make sure to stay tuned, folks. The world of wrestling has a lot more in store, and you won't want to miss it.
So, shifting gears now, we have the results from the World Bicycle Day race. It was a gripping 10-lap contest, folks, with a shorter route, but let me tell you, an intriguing twist. That scaffold over bridge route really added an extra element to the race.
Absolutely, Zach. It's not just about speed, but also technique and maneuverability. And let's not forget about the cool bicycle trophies for the winners and memento trophies for all brave participants. What a great way to commemorate World Bicycle Day.
Indeed, Suki. Now, on to the results. Nicole Dallas finished first, managing to stay ahead of the pack throughout the race.
Yes, and right on her heels was Sean Carlucci securing the second place spot.
Valkyrie Resident rounded out the top three, managing to clinch the third place spot on the podium.
And not far behind them, we had Nichi Neox at fourth, Simon B at fifth, and Atomic Infinity securing the sixth spot.
And not forgetting, Danny Resident, who pushed hard and took the seventh spot. Overall, it was a thrilling day of racing, celebrating World Bicycle Day in a truly competitive spirit.
And with that, folks, we conclude this episode of ATG Sports Plus. We have traversed the dynamic world of virtual sports, and we hope it's been as enlightening for you as it has been for us.
Absolutely, Suki. Your company throughout this journey has been invaluable. The realm of virtual sports never fails to thrill, and we're glad you're part of the experience.
Indeed, Zach. And we're just getting started. Don't miss our next broadcast of ATG Sports Plus. There's so much more to explore.
And I know next week we will most likely be missing you, Tsukino, but for the best of reasons. If you'd like to know why, make sure to have a look at this week's ATG Entertainment Weekly. Meanwhile, keep the ball rolling in the virtual field.